Located in the north of Vietnam, Hanoi is the capital of the country and one of the two most populated cities along with Ho Chi Minh City. Hanoi is one of the most beautiful cities in the entire Asian continent, and it is so despite having suffered the ravages of several wars that left their mark on the city. However, the city has numerous monuments that will take you on a journey through centuries of history. Kiem Lake, also called the Lake of the Restored Sword, is a legend that claims that a magic sword was sent from heaven to Emperor Lai Tai to expel the Chinese invaders from Vietnam. Kiem is located very close to the historic center of Hanoi, and in the surroundings of the lake there are some of the most picturesque temples in the city. Every morning, around 6 a.m., locals practice Tai Chi on the shores of the lake, and the sunset in the afternoon is also a great time to take advantage of the view and get some great photos. Ngoc Son Temple is the most visited temple in Hanoi and means Temple of the Jade Mountain. It is located on a small island in the northern part of Hon Kiem Lake, connected to the lake shore by an elegant scarlet bridge called Cao de Hoc, built in a classic Vietnamese style. The temple is dedicated to General Tran Han Dao, who defeated the Mongols in the 13th century, to La To, patron of doctors, and to the scholar Van Xuan. The Hoa Lo Prison Museum is all that remains of the former place used to hold prisoners during the American War. The prison was used until the mid-1950s. Today it is a museum where we are told a little about the war through some relics, and there are displays focusing on the American pilots who were imprisoned at Hoa Lo. The Temple of Literature is an example of well-preserved traditional Vietnamese architecture founded in 1070 by Emperor Le Thanh Tong, and is the site where Vietnam's first university, Quoc was built. The altars are popular with students praying for good grades, while the halls, ponds, and gardens of the 5 courtyards serve as a picturesque backdrop for students' graduation photos. Added to the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2010, Hanoi's Imperial Citadel was the center of Vietnamese military power for over 1,000 years. Ongoing archaeological excavations continue at the site, revealing remains of ancient palaces, grand pavilions, and imperial gates. Quan Temple, known as the Place of the Gods, is a Taoist temple built during the Lai dynasty. This place was built to honor Tran, the god of the north, who was loved by all local Taoists and used the turtle and snake as symbols of power. To protect Hanoi from evil spirits and influences, they built 4 sacred temples in the 4 wind directions of the city. Located in the heart of the old town, Bach Ma Temple or White Horse Temple is the oldest temple in the city, although much of the current structure was built in the 18th century and a shrine was added in 1839. It was originally built by Emperor Lai Tai in the 11th century to honor a white horse that guided him to this site, where he chose to build his city walls. Quoc Pagoda is the oldest pagoda in Hanoi, built in the 6th century during the reign of Emperor Lan Ha Bay. The shrine has undergone several changes over the years, most notably its name change from Ngoc to Tran Quoc. Filled with incredible colonial architecture, Buddhist temples and pagodas, the Old Quarter, located near Ho Chi Minh Lake, is Hanoi's main shopping district. The heart and soul of the Old Quarter is on display in the ancient shopping streets named after their original businesses dating back almost 1,000 years. Although most of the specialties such as cotton, jewelry, herbs and silk have changed over time and been replaced by a variety of modern products and services. Halong Bay is a beautiful natural wonder in northern Vietnam, close to the border with China. The bay is made up of 1,600 limestone islands and islets, which cover an area of more than 1,500 square kilometers. This extraordinary region was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994. For many, this place is like something out of a movie. The fact is that Halong Bay has a wide range of biodiversity and incredible landscapes. Fort is located on the top of a hill, high point 177 on Cat Boy Island. As the name suggests, the hill is 177 meters high. During times of war, the fort had a strategic location as it was an excellent observation point for sea and air attacks. The fort was cleverly designed and you can still see many remnants of its time: cannons, tunnels, trenches, as well as many objects left behind by soldiers. It is also a great place to appreciate the sunset. Lan Ha Bay, located southeast of Cat Ba, is made up of 300 islands that are just as beautiful as Halong Bay, but feel more isolated and untouched, and have the added attraction of numerous white sand beaches. Geologically, Lan Ha is an extension of Halong Bay, but is located in a different province. Cat Ba Island is the most popular destination in the bay, filled with the usual tourist scene, hotels, restaurants and bars. To this day, Cat Ba locals have continued to do exactly what their ancestors did for generations past, taking up fishing in the surrounding areas of the island. The incredible Cat Ba National Park is home to 32 species of mammals. Most of the world's remaining 65 species of golden-headed prawns are also here. There are some good hiking trails, including a 2-hour round trip to Ngoc Lam Peak and a day hike to Viet Hai Village. A 10-minute walk southeast of Cat Ba town. The 3 beaches of Co Cove boast the closest sand to the town, although all are being developed with the construction of hotels. The different beaches are known as Cat Co 1, 2 and 3. Cat Co 3 is the closest and most popular beach. From here there is a path with beautiful sea views that takes you across a cliff to the other 2 beaches. recent years, thanks to entrepreneurial Vietnamese, expatriates and an internet-enabled creative population, the pulse of the city of Hanoi has quickened. A number of modern buildings make it clear that Hanoi is changing rapidly. A contemporary art scene that has managed to survive long bouts of censorship is complemented by tree-lined streets, elegant old architecture, traditional culture, and fantastic street food to make Hanoi feel like the place to be right now.